I'm gonna ask you about a topic that I found really interesting, like in recent weeks, months. Like I've noticed there's been this trend on social media, like on Twitter, of like top personalities in the Tekken community, top players and content creators, like putting up tier lists. Um,
Oh yeah.
and like I think over the last maybe month and a half, like they just blown up. Every time I open Twitter, someone's put up a tier list and whatever. And I think
Yeah.
um, it's helped. I think it's kind of helped to highlight like an unsavory section of the community that we already knew existed from like Twitch streams and stuff like that. Like like I'm gonna sort of give my detailed take on this. Like I want to ask you about it first, but like people just like giving like very negative responses, sometimes personal attacks, rather than just like constructively debating a tier list. So like, what or like what's been like your whole take on this trend, and what do you make of the concept of tier lists in general? Because I've seen some people on Twitter, like I think Spark the other day was like quote tweeted like a really bad tweet, and it was like, I can't believe like people care this much about like tier lists. So like, what's how have you found like the whole thing personally? Like, what's it been like for you?
Tier list is one thing like to make clear is tier list opinions about characters is personal opinion.
Yeah.
Not everyone is gonna have the same outlook. Like I've had someone say something bad about me about I think done a video on Akuma talking bad about me, and I see a lot of people like, "Oh, have you watched it?" And I was like, "No," because I just don't care. Because
Mm.
at the end of the day, if you're talking about it respectfully and you're talking bad about me, that's fine. But if you're doing it in a way of like it looks like you're trying to get clout or you're trying to, there's other big content creators there and you're just cussing everyone. It's
Yeah.
chaos. It's not constructive to me. And to be honest with you, I generally just don't have time. That when it comes to doing tier list is completely optional. You might say, I don't know, like you might say Elite is top tier,
Yeah.
S plus, and then I can say to you, all right, cool. Why do you think that? Then it's a discussion. That tier list is all about building discussion and personal opinions, and I feel like it's good. It's good to hear why you think this and what your personal opinion is. I think Leo's better than what I thought Leo is now by playing Yuki and other people, and it's like, all right, well, I personally think Leo's better now, and it's just like it's I feel like anyone could do a tier list and it will build up. If someone put it just don't. If people are gonna do stuff where it's a trolley like Marduk is the highest, you're gonna be like, oh, shut up. But if
Yeah.
it's like something where it's like the lot that's up there, Fakarun Akuma, Paul Phoenix, Julia, all of these people are at the top, and then someone else randomly is there, like I don't know, Gigas, for
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like, what? Like, and that's how it builds discussion. So I think it's healthy to have a tier list. I think everyone needs to stop being so sensitive about it. It just let people have their own opinions. It's good. It builds healthy discussions. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it.
Yeah. Like it's kind of the same for me, because like I'm obviously not against the principle of making tier lists, because I mean, as you say, like if you're making like if you're doing it right, that means like you're thinking critically about which each character can do, what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's subjective. Everyone has their own opinion. Everyone has their own approach to the game. But like if you're doing it right, like it helps you get better, develop your understanding of the game, because you're thinking critically about like again what each character can do, what their weaknesses are, and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
like and even us as Tekken 254, like on our Twitter, we've put up some tier lists before, and some of the responses we get are like I read them and I'm just like, bro, like is
Yeah.
it really that deep? Like like is
Yeah.
like because I think most of the flack we've gotten, especially, is like obviously a lot of people think Lars, for example, is like low tier, like one of the worst characters in the game, arguably. But in this community, apart from like maybe two, three, four people, everyone in this community thinks Lars is at least mid tier. And so like
Mm.
when we put those opinions out, when we've put up those opinions out, like some of the responses we've gotten is like yo, this is the tier list ever, blah, 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 you guys don't know it. It's like, bro, it's not that deep. Like, it's every tier list is subjective. Even if, like, I can understand, like, if Nee put up a tier list and, like, someone who picked up the game last week put up a tier list, you take Nee's one more seriously because,
Of course,
yeah,
of
because,
course.
like, he has much more experience with the game, is much better at the game. But at the end of the day, it's still subjective. It's still his own opinion. It's still his own experience with the game. Like, there's this Japanese woman who does combo videos. I forget her name. Uh, Aika Minamoto. Yes. Um,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know if you've heard of her before. Um, so,
No, it
she's
might be. I might. Yeah, I don't know.
she's I think she just like does combo videos on YouTube. She's a combo artist. Like
Okay, okay.
there's a tier list we had put up a while back, and then she quote tweeted it, and she was like, "I agree with most of the placements in this tier list," and then like she got so much hate from her followers, like none of it was constructive debate, like asking like, "Why do you think this character is here?" Da, da, da. Like these people are just like attacking her and attacking the tier list, like to a point where she had to take the tweet down. And I saw that, and I was like, "Bro,
You don't
like,
have. You don't have to
yeah,
do that. You
is
don't have
it
to
is
do that.
it like it's not it's really not that deep, you know what I'm saying?" So yeah,
Like I
like
made a Tekken 7 season 2 tier list, and my dislikes and likes matched. I still don't care. I just don't
yeah,
care.
like
Like if that's what you feel and that's how you feel, and you feel like actually have time to go on it. You know, I don't use the dislike button. If I don't like a video, I just click off.
yeah.
But if you have time to actually sit there and watch a video and think, no, I'm going to press this dislike button, boy, that's on you then, man. This is whatever.
Yeah, man, it's like to me it's just like mind blowing to me that like I don't know, some people take it personally. It's like we say Lars is missing, like "Grr, no, Lars is low tier, worst character in the game, hashtag buff Lars. Da, da, da." It's like nah, like
Mm,
obviously you're allowed to disagree and like you're allowed to have your own opinion, but like ask me why I think Lars is mid tier. Like why, what makes him mid tier? It's like that's where that, as you say, that constructive like discussion comes from. That's what tier list is supposed to be
mm.
about anyway, in my opinion.
I actually agree. I actually don't think Lars is all that bad. I think Lars has good punishment. I think he has good while standing punishment. I don't think Lars is that bad, but I think everyone else is like, oh, like the only thing that makes him really bad, I'll be honest, is his rage drive. His rage drive is quite trash.
Mm,
That's one thing I think. I just feel like, and compared to like other characters, Leroy, Fakram, I don't know, King, whoever, there's better other characters that have way better rage drive. You have to go into stance to do Lars's rage drive. Why? Like it should just be an input. Like all right, boom, bam, like something that just I don't know. If he had something like that, bruh,
I also think
Lars would.
I also think like his lows in general aren't all that threatening. Obviously, they made his health sweep string +3 in season 3, but like
Yeah,
the most you can do with the Lars after that is the back one, the homing move, just to keep to keep the opponent
just
honest.
yeah.
But if you do that, you risk catching a magic four. So you have to switch between that and jabbing. So like there's still not much you can do afterwards. So like I think that and maybe his rage drive, but like for example, like people talk about like his down forward two being useless, and I'm like that move crushes so much. Like it to me, it's not a bad thing that you have to commit to the full string, like to get any reward out of it. The amount of moves that move crushes is absolutely ridiculous. His down back four crushes highs, like it's a pretty good low. If maybe if it's like pretty bad that it's launch punishable. His orbital, people talk about it being linear, but like the range it has, the fact that it launches a normal hit, it's a safe mid. If a move like that had good tracking, it would be broken, quite frankly. Like,
100%,
so,
hundred
like,
percent.
yeah, like, obviously, in my opinion, and apparently in yours as well, like, Lars really isn't, like, that bad. But, like, when you put out an opinion like that, it's like, grr, no, like, Lars is bad. Da, da, da. It's like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's not, it's like, I don't know. People just want to get like triggered and rather than have a
get mad.
constructive, debate. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of weird to
Exactly.
me, but yeah. Um,
I think you just gotta let them do their thing. I couldn't care less. When I'm doing tell list, if you dislike it or if you don't like what I'm saying, then that's fine. I mean, the life goes on, isn't it? Right?
yeah,
Like if someone says I don't like you, okay,
Yeah, it is what
hold
it
on.
is. Yeah, nothing I can do about
Like,
it. Like,
what else
yeah,
can you do? You're
yeah,
going to have these opinions anyways. The best
yeah.
thing we can do with it is, all right, let's talk about it. All right, you saying you don't like this? Why? Why don't you like? Why? If you feel like my opinions are wrong, why? Why is that? I had this debate about Eliza, and I was saying Eliza is top tier. Everyone was like, Jay, you're crazy. I said, all right, cool. Like, if you lot don't want to believe me, that's fine. Arsenal starts winning. This person starts winning. Suken won a tournament the other, and I'm like, yo, like, are you not gonna start agreeing? Are you not gonna believe me? Like, I'm telling you. Oh, but Chanel used Eliza, and
And
Chanel's Eliza. I said, yeah, Chanel plays perfect Tekken. You can't play perfect Tekken with these characters. I lost to a geese the other day, and the geese doesn't even play
like,
Tekken like
yeah,
that. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah,
it would work when you play these characters like that, and that then you don't play Tekken. They are a lot more scary. And I've been trying to explain
because they
this
have
a
all
lot
these
of times.
tools that like break the rules of Tekken, kind of. Yeah,
Yeah, you could jump over like you get hit with a low, and then they try to do jab to keep them honest. They'll jump over your jab and then do a kick, and then they're plus whatever and do a combo.
yeah.
And this is what people not understanding. Eliza's punishment. If we're having the same old original argument about you know yeah, this character does this character does that. We can do this. We could like if we have this same argument with Eliza, Akuma, and Geese, it's not gonna make sense because they're different characters. They have different tools. Their jump overs are different. You know, it's just come on, man. Everyone's gonna have their own opinion. You can't be upset. That's
Yeah,
that's
and,
all I can
and
say on that
and on
side.
Eliza again, like personally, I still don't think she's that strong. Then again, I don't know too much about the character, but that's where
Yeah,
again the constructive discussion. Personally, like when I when I'm discussing a tier list, I like to like actually go in the game and like test stuff out as I'm talking about it, just to understand it a bit better. But like
yeah,
that's the angle that you have to approach it with. Like again, yeah, I think maybe I need to spend a bit more time with Eliza. Like those new Moonglide mix-ups for me, like you can option select pretty much all the options by doing sidestep right duck. Um,
but you can delay the moon glide. That's what I'm trying to
yeah,
say. So like,
yeah,
it's when this is one thing that I explain to people all the time. So like, when I play geese, not geese, when I play Ganryu, I'm starting to still understand matchups and stuff like that. Everyone's done the video. Oh, you can sidestep right duck. But if I delay the stance and I do the move and I delay it by 1 or 2 seconds, it will track you. Like try it. Like do the slide, do the forward 1+2, which is the big headbutt. Or if I just chill and do one, I could just like these things will track you. Like it's only if the person's being crazy and they're like 2-1 starts, bam. It's like okay, you slice it right up. But I can delay, and that's why I try to tell people it's not what you think it is, because I can delay. And then sometimes if I feel like you're gonna decisive right duck, I'll just do 1+2, because 1+2 is
mm,
mid, it will just catch you.
yeah.
So
See
that's
that
what I'm
now
saying.
that's something I'm gonna have to check in the lab now because like I hadn't really considered that before. Like sort of
Mhm.
delaying those moves like when she goes into Moonglide.